What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a challenge, and that challenge is the one that NikkieTutorials just recently put up a video of. I think she probably invented it. I've never seen it before. She called it the Google Chooses My Makeup Challenge. You go onto Google and you type in your first initial, your last initial, and look. And then you go through the image results and you pick your inspiration based on the images that you find in the Google search results for that. When I Googled it, I was like, oh God, these are like 99% like ugly logos. What am I going to do? But then I stumbled upon this picture of the, I think it's the three wise men going toward the North Star. And I am not a particularly Jesus-y bitch, but it was a very pretty picture. So I figured, you know what? I like the color scheme, I like the amount of contrast that's in it, so we decided to go for it. And then it came to me because there was like this big white North Star in the photo that I could do a new version of a look that I recreated by 10 Chains. So 10 Chains on Instagram, she's the most, like, she's so good. She does all of these like, they're creative but still wearable and subtle. I don't know how to explain it, but I will link her Instagram in the description. I'll put like an example on the screen for you guys to see. So she did this look with like a white star in the middle of a halo eye a while back, and I challenged myself to recreate it for Instagram. So I figured, why not take all of the colors of this photo that I found plus the layout of her eye look and like make the white star in the middle, the North Star in the photo, and that's gonna be the challenge today. That is what we're building here. I have to be honest, I felt like this challenge was a little more challenging than I even expected it to be, but I also really love it because it pushed me to use colors together that I normally wouldn't. And you know, honestly, doing creative makeup, even like a little bit creative makeup, shit gets like, it gets tiring to find inspiration after a while. It's a lot. Before we get started, please don't forget to give this video a like because I would super duper appreciate it if you would. And also, if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. I would love to have you stick around for future videos, future challenges, future tutorials, future reviews, vlogs, maybe a dance number. We don't know what's coming down the pipe, so you better subscribe so you don't miss it. You know what I mean? A weird bird. Could you please? So if you'd like to see how I did this Google Chooses My Makeup Challenge, just keep on watching. I'm gonna start by priming my eyes with some concealer, and I'm not setting it. That is my routine these days, and I am very happy with it. Oh, I just realized I didn't put my lights on to the back. Oops, oops, oops. So I'm gonna prime my eyes with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm putting a good bunch of that on. I'm going to buff it into the area with a brush and then just tap over it lightly with the Beauty Blender to make sure that it doesn't have any lines or creases. With the Morphe 35B palette, I'm gonna pick up this peachy shade here on a Sigma E38 brush. And I'm gonna start by putting that through my crease and blending it out accordingly. I'm leaving the center portion open because it's going to be like a little halo type style shit with a star. So we want that to be naked. Naked. And I'm gonna blend the edges of that out with a clean blending brush. So next I'm gonna deepen up the crease, and because we're doing a little bit of that sunset effect, I'm gonna deepen it with like a plummy purple color because the particular sunset in my inspo picture has a lot of like purples that blend into the bright oranges from the deep blues of the sky. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of this shade here, and if I need to, I might blend it out with a little bit of this one if it seems too dark. I'm gonna place that in the crease using the MAC 219 pencil brush. So from here, I'm going to switch into the Morphe 39A Dare to Create palette, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of the color Indigo on a Real Techniques shader brush, and I'm going to pack that into the inner and outer corners on the lid portion, start to create that dark blue I'm gonna go back into the 35B and pick up this blue shade here. I'm just gonna wipe the color off that Real Technique shading brush and use that brush again, using the Veromona color switch. I want to bring some brightness to the blue in the center of that, and I'm going to bring that brightness right in the center here and then up a little bit this way. And I'm using a MAC 220S brush, I forgot to mention that part. And to begin to create the brightness and the twinkle of the night sky in the center of that, I'm going to pick up the Urban Decay Vice Lip Topper in the color White Lie on a Sigma EO6 winged liner brush. Proceed with caution, this is not technically eye safe. Say that every time, you guys probably know the drill by now. Now that that glitter has dried down, I am going to draw on that North Star, which is kind of the whole thing that brings this together. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Razor Sharp Liner in the color Bump. And for the lateral line of the star, I'm going to make sure that I'm a bit above my crease line because that makes it actually show on my eyes. I think I made some of the parts of the star a little too big, so I'm gonna go back in with some of the shades of the shadow and kind of narrow that back down again. All right, now I'm gonna try my absolute damnedest to match this on the other side, and then we can move on and smoke out the lower lash line. Okay, so I managed to make this one a little skinnier up here by putting a wet shadow over it and then blending it down and going back over it again. I think it looks better now. Originally, I was thinking that I wanted to bring in the black of the silhouettes in the photo by doing a black winged liner, but I don't really want to put a winged liner with this look. I think it'll interrupt the whole shape. So I think I'm gonna do a very black waterline. So I'm going to grab my Urban Decay Perversion liner pencil. Also, I put a bunch of powder underneath my eye because I did conceal under there already and I don't want to mess it up, so I could just brush it away if we get any fallout. Because the blue is definitely more prominent on the top, I'm going to smoke out the lower lash line with some like pinky, purpley burgundies and that same coral color that we used on the top. I'm gonna dip back into the coral with the same Sigma E38 brush. Then I'm gonna take my Sigma E30 pencil brush again. But this time I'm going back into the Morphe 39A and I'm using the color Create, which is like this pinky, deep-ish, plummy, fucking magenta or some shit. And I'm bringing that close to the lash line. Next, I'm going to pick up the black in that palette. It's called Muse on the same MAC 220S brush that I just cleaned off between colors. I was gonna hop off camera for a second, finish the other eye, and pop on some lashes. Okay, I popped on the KOKO Lashes Stella Lash, so that finishes off the eyes. For blush, I'm gonna try something new today. I just got this in the mail this morning. This is the new Gold Rush blush from Benefit Cosmetics. It's very pretty on the inside, but I did dip my finger into this and the extra goldness on the top is a little bit of an overspray, but there is like a goldness to the blush itself as well. It's not just the overspray. Ooh, it smells so good. Benefit blushes smell amazing. I don't know if you guys have ever used them. The California blush, oh my God. If they made their blush scent into a perfume, I would wear that shit every day. I'm just gonna pop that on with a BH number 7 brush. This is a very subtle, pinky, rosy, peachy kind of a blush. I don't really know what kind of pink to call it, with a little hint of gold in it. These are the kind of blushes that I usually reach for because I really like a subtle blush that I can build up. So far, this is really, really subtle, but it is blending really nicely. For the lips, I think I'm gonna go with a nude combination. So I'm just gonna go to my go-to nude that I've been wearing lately. I'm gonna start by lining the lips with Kat Von D Bow and Arrow liner. And I'm going to fill that in with the Kat Von D Studded Kiss Cream Lipstick in the shade Ophelia. To set everything today, I'm going to use the new Smashbox Primer Water. This one is the Nicole Concilio collab. She came out with 3 scented ones, and this one is So Chill Coconut. This one's my favorite scent of the 3 for sure. This is called a primer water, but you could also use it to set and refresh your makeup as well. It's kind of like Fix Plus. And this is the finished look. And that's it, we're done. The challenge has been done. I actually really like the way it turned out. I'm super excited to go take some pictures of it. To be honest, I don't think I ever would have put this combination together had I not done this challenge. So that's, I think, the beauty of challenges like this. I'm not like, what am I eating kind of a challenge person, but I definitely can get behind different ways of finding your makeup inspiration challenges. So I hope that this becomes a more popular thing on YouTube. It used to be a little bit more popular, and I think it was awesome then, and I'm really hoping it's making a resurgence now. If you are going to do a Google Does Your Makeup challenge, please leave me a comment below and tell me if you did it as well. If you have any really cool ideas for other makeup challenge videos like this, leave that in a comment too. I would love to hear it, and obviously if I do it and it was your idea, I will credit you in the video. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed hanging out with me today, because I would super duper appreciate it. It really helps me out. Also, if you haven't subscribed, like I said earlier, go ahead and do that because I would love to have you stick around for more. And last but not least, if you're not following me on other social media, please go ahead and follow me there. I am a ton of fun. I swear to God, I do looks like this on Instagram. You get the HD versions of the photos over there so you can like really examine where I do and do not succeed in these things. And a really great way to get in touch with me if you ever have a question or anything is Twitter, or you can Instagram DM me. Both work. Instagram DMs get a little buried sometimes, but either way, I will try to get back to you ASAP. I am at MsQuinnFace on pretty much every platform that you wish to find me on, so you can't even make an excuse. I'm just so easy to find. That's all for today. I'll go take my pictures now, and I will see you in the next one.